Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Club Passim's virtual open mic on June 15th. We're so happy to be having you tuning in tonight in this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Right now, in the month of June, you're joining us during our big June campaign titled Passim Prepares. Before I get into all of that stuff, let's just give a little bit of history on Club Passim. Passim has been a venue for over 60 years, operating as a nonprofit for over 25 years, based out of Harvard Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And for the past year or so, we have been all virtual. And that hasn't stopped us. We've kept up with all of our regular kinds of festivals, such as the Bluegrass Down Home at Home, which is what we called it this time around, festival, the Boston Celtic Music Festival, Campfire, all these different fun events, as well as our regular streams that we've stayed very active with this whole year. Thank you to all of our supporters, whether you are a member or just making donations throughout this whole year. We are so grateful for you. This month, as I mentioned, for our June campaign, Passim Prepares, it's as it sounds. We are preparing to reopen the club after 14 months of being online. I myself only started working back in October, and so therefore I'm extra excited to be going back into the club for the first time for me, but for many of you out there, it's going to be a really nice return. So we encourage all of you guys to consider becoming members this month at passim.org/support. Right now we're at 50%, over there, right there, 50% of our campaign goal for the month of June. So if you become a member today, you could help us in getting ourselves opened, but also you'll be able to join on some of our opening things. So for example, this Sunday, June 20th, you could join us at the club for our members only appreciation concert with Ellis Paul. That is going to have two shows on Sunday night, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Check that out. You can see all of that at clubpassim.com/live. And we have other shows that we're starting to slowly schedule to get you back in the club safely. But tonight, that's not what you're here for. Tonight, you are here to enjoy our virtual open mic, which has been happening every single Tuesday night for this pandemic time. And it's been such a joy to be able to get so many artists who we may not have actually been able to get at the club super easily because they were in Alaska or they were down south or somewhere. And that has allowed us to meet a bunch of amazing new artists. And so I'm so excited for you to be with us here tonight because we've got a great lineup of artists for you in store. So without further ado, I'll just mention one last thing, actually, that if you like what you're seeing tonight, let's see who we've got up first. We've got Tom Beaulieu. Tom, are you out there? Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing really good. Where are you coming in from right now?
From Taunton, Massachusetts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. We got a mass head in here. All right. Well, I just want to hear what you got for us. I'm going to hand it on over to you, Tom.
Okay. Can I take the headphone? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. This first song I'm going to do is a cover by the Grateful Dead. I told Alfie I was feeling lost and lacking in some direction. Alfie had told me upon scrutiny my back might need protection. I told Althea that treachery would tear us limb from limb. Althea told me, now cool down, boy. Settle back, easy again. grace. You may meet a clown in the burial ground, or just another pretty face. May meet the fate of Ophelia, sleeping and perchance a dream. Honest to the point of recklessness, self-centered in the extreme. I told Althea I was a roving sign, and I was born to be a bachelor. Althea told me, okay, that's fine. So now I try and catch her. Can't talk to you about talking to me. We're guilty of the same old thing. Thinking more and more about less and less, forgetting the love we bring, forgetting the love we bring. That was Althea, written by Jerry Garcia and Robert Hunter. This next song's an original called Zombies on Zambonis. Zombies on Zambonis dragging mud across the floor. Zombies on Zambonis killing songbirds at the door. Zombies on Zambonis hiding, waiting in the aisles. Zombies on Zambonis hiding, waiting in the aisles. Zombies on Zambonis hiding, waiting in the aisles. Zombies on Zambonis that can see through phony smiles. Zombies on Zambonis that can pick out a phony in the crowd. Zombies on Zambonis sweeping dust up off the floor. Zombies on Zambonis taking breaks outside the door. Zombies on Zambonis drinking coffee all night long. Zombies on Zambonis doing all the cleanup wrong. Zombies on Zambonis doing all the cleanup wrong. Zombies on Zambonis are singing the nighttime song to all the creatures in the isle. Ooh. Ooh. Zombies on Zambonis taking time to say hello. Zombies on Zambonis knowing when it's time to go. Zombies on Zambonis scraping stickers off the floor. Zombies on Zambonis checking the house for more. Zombies on Zambonis. Zombies on Zambonis. Zombies on Zambonis scraping stickers off the floor.
Woohoo! Yeah, Tom. Well, that was something fun. That was the fun way to start off the show, that's for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Well, we hope to see you here again some other time. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care, Tom. Awesome. All right. Yeah, that's a good way to get it going. Gives you something to think about, that's for sure. All right. So we've got a great list that we're going to just keep on going through. I will give one little reminder that tonight we're asking for a suggested donation of $10 to passim.org/open mic. You can go to basically anywhere on our website and you'll find a way to make a donation, but that right there is definitely one of the ways to do it. So without further ado, let's just keep on going. So this next guest that we have tonight, we've seen here before, I believe last month even, if I recall correctly, Paul Fornaro. Are you there?
Yes, I am, Summer. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Glad to be here.
Yeah. It looks like you're in a cozy little nook wherever you are.
Indeed. Yeah. Garrett.
Wonderful. Well, you have played with us before in the past. Is that right?
I did. Last month I did, yes.
Well, yeah, I seem to remember that. It was really great, so I'm so excited to hear you again. Take it away.
Well, thank you. Okay, so this is an anti-war song called The Rainbow. Inlet hollow, where the river rushes wild, now cries to her heavy heart, where they once walked hand in hand. They met on a summer's day with no beginning or end. He wove a garland of wildflowers and placed it round her head. Drums of war were in the air, spreading like wildfire everywhere. In his heart he heard the call, heeded the voice that demanded all. Where the pines meet the water, they drank of each other's soul. There was no thought of marrying, they were betrothed in truth. Drums of war were in the air, spreading like wildfire everywhere. In his heart he heard the call and heeded the voice that demanded all. He said soon the day would come of triumphant return. She could see what was to be, never spoke a word, because the drums of war were in the air, spreading like wildfire everywhere. In his heart he heard the call and heeded the voice that demanded all. the cause. Cheers rain down upon those who never will grow old. Walking through the hollow, the river rushes wide. Under the rainbow, hand in hand with the child, father to the man. I guess I'll go ahead with the next one. Yeah, this is called Roma Boy. Fiddled all night long, never missed a beat, knew all the songs. Took his guitar and began to play, sang and he played till the first light of day. People all came from miles around when they heard he was in town. Could see that he was still a kid, and he could hear music like nobody did. We'll laugh and sing and raise a glass, toasting all the friends we have. Night is gonna be full of joy, dancing to the tunes of the Roma Boy. Traveled with his family clan, across the land by caravan. They were known to play for free, folks always gave to them generously. We laugh and sing and raise a glass, toasting all the friends we have. Night is gonna be full of joy, dancing to the tune of the Roma Boy. With his family on the land of caravan, they were known to play for free, folks always gave generously. Under the willows down by the creek, the sun was high, they were fast asleep. Sheriff came to send them on their way. When they got up and paid, he said they could stay. We laugh and sing and raise a glass, toasting all the friends we have. Night is gonna be full of joy, dancing to the tunes of the Roma Boy.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Paul, where are you in the world right now?
I am down on down Braintree Way.
Oh, all right. We got a second kind of Massachusetts local here.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, it's lovely to hear you just like last month. So happy to see you and hope to see you back in the club sometime soon. But if not, it's been a treat seeing you on these virtual webs.
Okay, well, thanks for having me, and thanks for keeping this going.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good rest of your night.
All right, thank you. Cheers.
All right, folks, before we carry on with the list, I just wanted to give a reminder that we are in our campaign month right now, our Passim Prepares. And as I mentioned just there, that pretty soon folks are going to be able to start coming back to the show. So if you go over to Passim, where are we? .org/live right there, you'll see that we have some upcoming shows that you can actually attend, which is amazing. We've been waiting for the right time, and this is it. We finally arrived. And so our first one happening this Sunday is going to be with the legendary Ellis Paul, and he's going to be doing 2 shows for us, one at 5 p.m., one at 8 p.m. With his partner. He's going to be opening up for us for that as well. That one's going to be just for members only, so you might want to become a member if you're not already and get your tickets while they still last. The rest we're going to start opening them back up. We'll do them kind of in phases, like, the top tiered members will be able to get their tickets first, and then kind of break it down to other members and then to the general public. So we've got, let's see, who do we have? We have Lisa Bastoni on June 26th. And then there's a couple others that we're pretty certain are going to happen, like the Summer BCM Fest on the 4th of July. Like, as a Celtic musician, I can't imagine a better place to be than a Celtic festival on the 4th of July. I hope you guys feel the same way, because there is epic local Celtic artists performing. So definitely come and check those out. Stay up to date. Join our mailing list, whatever you want to do to be able to stay up to date on all of our campaign, but also reopening news. So again, passim.org/live. Okay, enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest, who we also have seen before, also last month, which I'm so excited to hear again. Holly Clough, come on up. There you are. Hey, Holly, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I love the background. It looks like you're in a pretty place.
Thank you. I'm in Maine, Mid-Coast, Maine.
Nice, solid.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, I'm so happy that you're here again. So I'm just going to kind of hand it right on over to you.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad to be here. So this is a song I wrote. It's called Born to Live. I played it last time, so some people might recognize it. And yeah, you can find it on my website, hollyclough.com. I'm parked on Mulholland, watching the city lights, a long way from home right now. That's the last thing on my mind. You made me feel like I'm somebody I'm not meant to be. I feel like I'm Marilyn. About time you let go of Norma Jean. I was born to live this life for me. It's my time to see the sunrise on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time to live this life for me. I'm sitting at the marquee, watching the pool lights, blink green and blue, not a worry in my mind. You made me feel like I'm somebody I'm not meant to be. I feel like I'm Marilyn. About time you let go of Norma Jean. I was born to live this life for me. It's my time to see the sunrise on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time to live this life for me. I was born to live this life for me. It's my time to see the sunrise on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time. I was born to live this life for me. It's my time to see the sunrise on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time to live this life for me. Thank you. So this next one is also an original that you can find on SoundCloud, which is linked to my website also, and this is called Fun. The doctor said there's no medication I can take to fix my ailments, but I need to take a break from you and me, yeah. Blamed all of my problems on you. I see now the problem wasn't you. It's me, don't know why I have to be so damn hard on myself. Wish I could take it easy and have fun. I'm an adrenaline junkie. It's a disease, and you've told me. Now I'm going to therapy, kicking my bad habits cold turkey, yeah. Blamed all of my problems on you. I see now the problem wasn't you. It's me, don't know why I have to be so damn hard on myself. Wish I could take it easy and have fun. Blamed all of my problems on you. I see now the problem wasn't you. It's me, don't know why I have to be so damn hard on myself. Wish I could take it easy and have fun. It's me, don't know why I have to be so damn hard on myself. I'm learning to take it easy and have fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Holly.
Thank
Ah.
you. So much fun.
So good to hear you again. And such great messages. I really value the things that you're singing about there.
Thank you.
It's all so true. And so you were saying that there's stuff on your website that we can check out your music. So you said you have a SoundCloud. Any other places we should check out?
SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm all over the place with that stuff, so you can find me anywhere.
That's awesome. Well, folks, check it out right there, hollyclough.com. And I know I will certainly be checking that out and trying to keep up with all the things that you're doing.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Right on, Holly. Thanks so much. So, folks, I just wanted to give a reminder. As the membership manager, I feel this urge to want to just tell you that as a member, you're going to be able to start getting all these benefits that come with being a member. Huge thank you to all those who became or renewed members this past year, knowing that we didn't know what was going to happen and when we were going to be able to kind of be using those memberships in the ways that we intend for them. So huge thank you to all of you for your amazing support, and might as well think about becoming a member or renewing right now. There's so many amazing different levels that have different types of perks and discounts for shows and classes and workshops, and just being able to just kind of join that Passim community a little bit deeper is something that I think is pretty hip right now. That's what I've heard. I heard it's like what a lot of the cool kids are doing. So like join the Passim community, become a member, and check out our upcoming shows in the club that are going to slowly be coming more and more and more and more. And then it's just going to be back to our, full capacity in full swings. Got to stay up to date with us though to find out all the information on that. So before I bring up our next guest, I just want to give a huge thank you to our club manager, Abby, who's sitting here behind stage. I see Abby back here smiling, giving a little wave. Abby has been such an amazing host with Matt this past year, doing all this work. So wherever you are in the world right now, just give like a little applaud for Abby and for Matt, but just for all the stuff that they've been doing. Just wanted to give a little shout out because I am forever impressed and grateful to be working with this amazing community. So, speaking of community, we've got more people on our list here tonight. So, let's bring up our next person. We've got Mark Ellistown. Mark.
Hey,
hello.
Summer.
There
How
you
are you?
Hi. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be back and hope Matt's having a great time. I assume he's having a super time at the, is it a camp?
Yeah. He's like off on an island somewhere living the music life, which is pretty awesome.
Oh,
I'm so
that is
happy for him.
awesome.
Yeah, music camp's coming back. All the little things are starting to come back again. It's so nice.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, so I gotta tell you, I haven't heard anyone use solid in a while, and I really want to thank you for that because I really used to use solid a lot. I liked it. I always liked it.
Yeah.
And it's not quite as in vogue as it once was.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally from California, brah, and like I just use those kinds of words. Like,
Oh, I
all the
catch a
time.
lot of your
It-
retro
it's-
lingo going on.
It's
I
hella
like it.
sick, you know what I mean? Yeah. Great, right on, Mark. Well, I've heard about you and your legend of bread and things like that. So
Sunbeam
just so you
bread?
know, you send bread and things, and so your legend is like becoming a thing. So
Hey,
just,
do you spend any time along the Charles around
Yeah.
town and stuff? It's awesome, right?
oh my god.
Well,
It's
this
so
song
nice.
is about a river that I grew up on, the Chattahoochee River.
Okay.
And what's great about sort of, rivers are like part of the puzzle piece that make a healthier earth, right?
Yeah.
So what's great about it is just about any river, you can look up the river and then .org, and you're going to get to a legitimate, nonprofit that's out to support that river. In your area, it's thecharles.org.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. So and
Okay.
this song is about the
Ooh.
Chattahoochee River, which is down in Georgia, where I'm from.
All right, take it away.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. This is about the Chattahoochee River, which runs from the northernmost part of Georgia all the way down the south. Even makes up part of our border with other states. And, has seen it better times, and is part of the puzzle that, makes a greener earth. So, like I said, look up your local river, see what you can do. It's called Creek Princess. I fell off sewer line, back in the creek again. You laughed so hard the way you smiled, I never will forget. High above on painted rock, we jumped to the water down below. We wrapped our arms around burning love, didn't even feel the cold. Running free like a creek princess, your beauty so young and bold. You weren't shy with your warm caress, we sure let that river flow. Running free through the Chattahoochee, running wild like children can. Running free like Chattahoochee, through my childhood it ran. A million years, more or less, still that water it does flow. You and me and all that bliss, washed away like sand, Went down there just last year, wasn't really planned. The banks still hold tight, though they had a fight, 'cause they just let out the dam. I could barely see, though the fog was light, gaze across the river wide. Boy was throwing a fishing line, I just stood on that muddy bank and cried, running free through the Chattahoochee, running wild like children can, running free like the Chattahoochee through my childhood Iran. I won't forget the way you looked like a Creek princess. A million miles in between, still feel that warm caress. She emerged from the water's edge, walked up on firm sand. She said, let us be like Chattahoochee, live like children while we can. Running free through the Chattahoochee, running wild like children can. Running free like Chattahoochee through my childhood Iran. You still can go down a painted rock, jump from high above. If you go there with a little lady luck, you too can fall in love. Running free through the Chattahoochee, running wild like children can. Running free like Chattahoochee through my childhood Iran. Chattahoochee River. In my area, get that E string real quick. In my area, it's chattahoochee.org. And like I said, you guys can go to thecharles.org. This one is a really simple folk tune that I hope kind of harkens back to the Club 47 days, maybe the earliest modern folk songs. It's called Beginner's Luck, or New Beginning Luck. And it's about beginner's luck, which is a great concept of just sort of, you know, that the novice to the field can better the expert. And I always think about how you can have new beginning luck later in life when things restart. Say an old man ain't got no soul, all lost now from growing old. I guess I'm out of luck, like a rundown truck. I guess we're out of luck in my rundown truck. Don't run now, let it take hold. Dig your roots, nourish your soul. Don't depend on luck or try to pass the buck. You can't depend on luck or pass the buck. You say I'm wise, well, it's you in the end. From the mouths of babes, children make the best of friends. If it's too late for that, I'll eat my hat. If it's too late for that, I guess I'll eat my hat. You say, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna get stuck right in it. I say far, you say that's where I wanna go. In your rundown truck, new beginning luck. I love your rundown truck, your new beginning luck, my new beginning luck, new beginning luck. Say young man's got a fire so well, all heated up with no place to go. I guess he's out of luck in a shiny truck. I guess we're out of luck in a shiny truck. Politics loud, politicians bold. Say where you come from, better say out from the cold. Too many guns on the wall, don't answer the call. Too many guns on the wall, don't answer the call. Say that the light is bright in the end. Well, I just as soon stay here with my friends. Not gonna test my luck on a crosstown bus. Don't wanna test my love on that crosstown bus. You say, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna get stuck right in it. I say far, you say that's where I wanna go. In your rundown truck, renewed beginner's luck. I love your rundown truck, your new beginning luck, my new beginning luck. Don't wanna test my luck on the midnight bus. Don't wanna test my love on the midnight bus.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Thank you, Summer. TheCharles.org, right? TheCharles.org?
I'll check it out for sure. There's so many amazing rivers out here in New England that
It's
to
really
check out that.
it's an important part of a healthier planet. It really is.
Oh yeah, it's like the veins of our continents. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Abby,
thank
thanks
you.
in the background. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, we do for sure. Well, I hope to see you sometime at the club and hanging out there with us. So good to see you now. Take care.
Thanks, Summer. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, Mark. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think we're just going to go ahead and move right on into our next person tonight. This next one is titled The Only Humans. Look, there you are. Hey, Only Humans.
Hi.
Tim. Hi, Tim.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hi, Summer. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
We're a band, and we do everything under the band name,
Awesome.
even when it's just me. So I just, I got to preserve my brand, but also my first name isn't The Only Human, so I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Not your birth
for you.
on the birth certificate.
Right. Until I get it changed. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I love the pink tie. You look like you came dressed to impress. I think it's already working.
Thank you. We have a dress code.
Oh, yeah.
Even more in my when we're in my room, and we are me.
All right, take it away.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. So, I'm to take my headphones off. So this first song is it's from our first album. It's called Losing Game. One of the things I do whenever I don't have my band with me, because as a band we practice songs, we develop a set list or whatever. I like to choose songs when I'm by myself that I haven't played in years, that I don't know if I remember how to play, and that work better as a full band. So I'm hoping everything's just gonna go wrong right now, but I really felt like playing this song right now. It's a losing game. You should just walk away, but there's a feeling that you just can't shake. You can get everything you lost back if you stay. It's a noisy night. It's a lousy year. You're sitting on some screened-in porch, waiting for your mind or the sky to clear. And the hours pass, but you're drinking this one slowly, 'cause you need the practice making something last. left your car behind, vanished into the night. I found you at a construction site, in the skeleton of someone's future life. On the second floor, sitting in a window frame, I asked you why you disappeared. You bit your fingernails like they're to blame. Yeah, you look so young. You said you think the moon gets jealous 'cause it knows that it can't shine without the sun. There's no easy way across. You keep losing, but you can't accept the loss. And your eyes read like a horoscope that said giving up or letting go doesn't mean you didn't have the strength to care. Just some things are gonna be beyond repair. Lasting doubt. It's a silent shout, a late night walk to find yourself, or the furthest point before the world runs out. And they'll say you've changed, come back, fix the mess you've made. They'll sit around like loan sharks who are waiting on some debt that you haven't paid. But you're so unsure, 'cause you know you should feel sorry, but you don't know what you should feel sorry for. Yeah, you know you should feel sorry, but you don't think you feel sorry anymore. This next song, I gotta change the mood lighting a bit. It's a little sadder. Like everybody, there's a lot that I tried to do to occupy my mind during the pandemic, and I did a lot of reading and revisiting of things I've read. So Greek mythology was a big one for me. There's a story in Greek mythology about Odysseus, and then, like, you know, in the epilogue, he gets home and everybody, you know, it's just everything's back to normal. Yeah, you know, dad's home, whatever. But you know, I kind of wondered, his wife Penelope. I kind of, you know, wondered what it was like to miss somebody that you can't see for a very long time. You don't know where they are or when they're going to be back. So this is a song that's going to be on our upcoming album. And it's called Penelope, Just Before the Dawn. The sun skips across the water. I hug myself against the cold. Push out the voices of well-meaning friends who want me to try again before I'm old. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. I write a love notes of things I want to tell you. Forget what they're about, but I keep them anyway. I don't know which God is the right one to pray to. I hope one of them gets back to me someday. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. distance was romantic. I used to sleep the whole night through. I used to dream that you came into the front door. You fell into me, falling into you, and I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. And I thought maybe one of these days you would come home. That's it. That's the two songs.
Yeah. I love it, Tim. Great energy. It's so awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not our first folk singer to take some Greek mythology and play for us. We've got, I'm sure you've heard of Hadestown, right?
You don't even get me started on
Okay.
Hadestown. I saw it in previews. I literally just played at the Arts of the Armory, where Aeneas Mitchell was the last show I saw before the pandemic.
Stop. That's awesome. Yeah, that's one of the last shows I saw, Hadestown, before the pandemic.
I don't want to take up all your time, but the book that she wrote, that she read to base Hadestown on, is the same Greek mythology book that I read growing up. That I found out like way later, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be famous too. I just have to pick a different page in the book.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, you were talking Hadestown, and I just had to
in
bust in. This is so exciting.
Get in.
In case folks don't know, before the whole musical happened, like the stage production, Aeneas did a little tour down the East Coast, and in each city that she stopped in, she built a cast out of local musicians. And for the Boston stop of the show of Hadestown, before it was a show, it was at Passim.
Mm-hmm.
No way! That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So you're on the right track to be
Yes.
getting famous for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving again.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, there she goes. All right, thanks, Abby. Just little pearls of knowledge and wisdom there. But yeah, so thank you so much. You said that you guys have a new album coming out at some point, huh?
Yeah,
When is that coming
we
out?
did. Hopefully later this year. I think we're aiming for September or October. We recorded it in a distributed sense, where just in our own houses, because specifically, obviously the pandemic, and we didn't get vaccinated to very recently, but we're finishing it up. So later this year. So if anyone's interested, the songs are way better than the first album, which is available on theonlyhumans.com, but I highly recommend everybody, sign up for our email list. That's where all the action happens. And, follow us on Instagram or Facebook if it's possible. And Summer, I'm going to have to get in touch with you about the fact that you're a Celtic musician, because my Disney Princess musical is Irish folk based. So I might need some help writing that.
Yeah, let's get in touch for sure. I would love that. Awesome,
Thank you
Tim.
so much for
Such a
having me.
pleasure.
Thank you, Summer. Thank you to Abby too as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tim. See you next time. All right. Well, that was a hoot and a holler and all the things that I could say about it. All the adjectives fit in there. But right now, I'm going to bring up our next guest. We've got Richard Cranford. Are you out there? There you are. How you doing?
Good. How about you, Summer?
I'm doing good. Yeah, we've seen you here on our open mics before, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and it's always a pleasure. So
Thank you.
I'm just going to hand it right over to you right now.
Okie doke. Hi. So I'm going to start tonight with a Brazilian song. I've done those before, but I love Brazilian pop songs. This one is called Menina da Lua, and that means moon girl. And it's kind of your basic song about a woman and how lovely she is. The language in this is very dramatic. It's almost Shakespearean. So one of the typical lines is, "You hold in your hands, my dear, the seed of a flower that inspires a passionate kiss, an invitation to love." So that's basically, the song goes on in that tone. As I understand it, this was written by a Brazilian singer-songwriter named Renato Mota. for a much-loved Brazilian singer named Maria Rita, and dedicated to Maria Rita's mother, Elis Regina, also a much-loved Brazilian singer. And I will also say that I must admit the chords in this are a lot of fun to play. So here's the song, Menina da Lua. Na lembrança, a singela melodia que eu fiz pra ti, oh bem amada, princesa olhos d'água, menina da lua. Te ver clara, clareando a noite intensa deste amor. O seu é o teu sorriso no branco do teu rosto, a irradia ternura. Desprendas de qualquer temor que sintas, tens o teu escudo, o teu tear, tens na mão querida a semente de uma flor que inspira beijo ardente, convite para amar. Leve na lembrança a singela melodia que eu fiz pra ti, oh bem amada, princesa olhos d'água, menina linda. So here's a story. In the 1970s, I was at one of those church basement coffee houses, which were very common back then. And another performer introduced a song by saying that he had been had a vacation in Cape Cod the previous summer. And at the start of the week, he'd set himself a goal, which was to read a book a day and to write a song a day. And at that point, he took a pause and he said, "This is the one song I wrote, and it's about the one book that I got partway through." So I think I can go that fellow one better, because this next song is about a book that doesn't even exist. However, I wrote it in the style of your typical New York Times book review. So here's the song about a book that does not exist. You can't judge a book by its cover or by its review in the New York Times. It's damn hard for the average book lover to distinguish the gems from the literary crimes. Still, I'd like to share my impressions of this complicated and ambitious tome. That should be a book club selection from West Pensacola to Billings to Nome. L'histoire de la mer d'une mille pommes de terre, a tale of intrigue and petty revenge. There's a lady who's lonely and a young man whose only desire is to live somewhere besides Penge. La na na, la na na, la na 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 na. Three government agents take to the air, ballooning above the streets of Madrid. Then a housemaid named Foster and a seamstress from Gloucester discover the map the BBC hid. La na na, la na na. Also in the book, there's a talentless man from the part of London they call Mayfair. Has a lot of gray hair and a devil-may-care attitude. He's rude, crude, always in a bad mood. British Secret Service always made him nervous. Hates the Prime Minister, he thinks she's sinister. Has an ugly thought, then he hatches a plot. He's frowning, not clowning when he goes to Downing Street. Assaults a PM with a spoon, what a loon. For a law she proposes to keep rings from pigs' noses, and one supposes as the chapter closes to stop cows from jumping over the moon. La na na. La na na. La na 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 na. Translated from French by Audrey Adair. A foreword by Paul Pernicious the Third. 720 pages, that should be plenty. The dust jacket sports a red and blue bird. La na na, la na na, la na 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 na. With prose that is unpretentious and spare, the characters' fears and dreams are laid bare. I'm reminded of Dickens every time the plot thickens. With the candor of Cheever, it made me a believer. Yes, the climax is wanting, but the premise is haunting. L'histoire de la mer d'une mille pommes de terre. La na na, la na na.
Yeah, so nice. Yeah, Richard, that was awesome.
Thank you
At a
very
moment
much.
where it started to like feel really relaxing, and I started relaxing, and then you just did that, as one of our backstagers said, a rap breakdown, and I was like, oh, I'm awake. That was awesome. I loved it. So thank you so much for sharing. I hope to hear you again sometime before too long.
I think I'm back here July 6th.
Well, there it is. You
Okay.
heard it from the man himself, folks. All
Okay,
right,
then.
have a good rest of your night, Richard.
Thanks so much. Thanks to you
Yeah.
and thanks to Abby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, well, we're just powering through tonight. I just want to give another reminder to our new viewers that you can make a donation tonight to Club Passim for a suggested $10 donation. No pressure. If you can't do that, then go ahead and click share. We've still got a good amount of more performers to get through here tonight, and if you can share it to your page, we would be greatly appreciative. But with that being said, let's move on to our next guest. Up next, we've got Eric Sommer. Eric, you out there?
Right here, baby.
Whoa, look at that guitar.
What do you think?
Awesome. I'm ready to play some chess on that. That's awesome. Yeah, so is this your first time doing a virtual open mic with us? Or
I think it is.
Yeah, okay, that's what we were thinking. But you've played at the club like a while ago, right?
Bob Donlin
Wow. Do you
gave
remember?
me my first professional shot, and with I was on a bill with Dave Van Ronk.
Wow. Do you remember what year or around what year?
Not in this century.
All right. Well, let's hear what you got right now.
Yeah. Well, St. Peter put me up in the hotel bar with little time to kill. I couldn't get that far. Well, scenario complications made my exit premature. I'll call you from the cornfield when I get the boot from here, and I will. And I will. Well, the street lamp on the corner blinks, keeps me occupied. We're looking up Atlantic Avenue where the sheets of rain reside. The pennies in my pocket, the copper jingles coincide. A symphony of telephone wires keeps those buildings black inside. I know, and I know. Gasoline. It's the only thing I know keeps me so clean. The Pope and all his cardinals, well, couldn't see me through and stop my inevitable suburban rendezvous. Well, my good friend Hitler Jones is standing in the rain. He's holding out his hand, I won't see him again. Well, scenario complications made his exit premature. I'll call you from the cornfield when I get the boot from here, and I will. And I will. Go rolling, go tumbling down the hall. I woke up in the morning and I can't see you at all. Well, scenario complications made my exit premature. I'll call you from the cornfield when I get the boot from here, and I will. And I will. Gasoline. It's the only thing I know keeps me so clean. The Pope and all his cardinals, well, couldn't see me through and stop my Yeah, it's a little song called Cover My Soul in Gasoline. Wrote it about playing at the Bowery Street Poetry Club in Manhattan a lot of times, and being forced to be in the basement and do the get tuned up and do all those good things. It's a little tune called Cover My Soul in Gasoline. Pretty dismal title, but it's about my constantly evolving relationship with the universe and trying to figure out how things work, and generally being unable to do so, and causing much consternation. It's called Oh What a Day. Oh, what a day I had, what a day, oh, I had. Saw Jesus in the corner of the grocery store floor. Said, I believe in you, can you help me get some more? I'm a sinner and a coward and I'm hard to the core. I'll believe in you if you show me a sign from the floor. And all my dreams and all my demons fall. Get rid of this disease, let some happiness fall on me. Oh, what a day I had, what a day. Oh, I saw St. Peter coming out of the back of the room. He was holding on to a track auto catalog in the gloom. I said, St. Peter, can you tell me what can I do to save this crazy world? And all my dreams and all my demons fall. Get rid of this disease, let some happiness fall on me. I took my hand and covered my eyes. I took my hand and covered my eyes. I took my hand and covered my eyes, so I don't have to hear those lies. All my dreams and all my demons fall. Get rid of this disease, let some happiness fall on me. I took my hand and covered my eyes. I took my hand and covered my eyes. I took my hand and covered my eyes, so I don't have to hear those lies.
Woo! Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Epic! You sound great.
Thank you so much. You sound great.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, are you actually in Cambridge?
I am in a neighboring town of Cambridge,
Aha.
but in the Boston States kind of area.
Aha, the truth comes out.
Yes, but our club itself
I
is
know
indeed, as you know, and soon folks will be able to also be at the
Oh,
club. So
wonderful. The old
hopefully you
Club
can come and
47.
attend. Yeah, exactly. You know.
Man, I was playing in Harvard Square when Bonnie Raitt was walking up the street to Jack's carrying her guitar.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a while
Lucky
ago.
to have that memory.
I know.
That
I think
is
I played the
awesome.
Paradise 40, maybe 45 times. I
That's
love
so
that.
cool. Yeah,
Isn't
we
that
still
great?
have the old Club 47 sign at the club to keep the history alive and pumping.
It's one of the
So
few places left, and they're dropping like flies. So
I know. Which again, we're just so grateful for like our members and patrons' support this past year,
it's a
so that
wonderful
we
thing.
are able to be where we are, still standing.
Hey, thank you
So
so much for having me, Summer. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too, Eric. Hope to meet you in person someday soon.
Absolutely. Rock
All
on.
right,
Thank you
take
very
care.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, so folks, that is so real that this past year we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our past, for all of our members and our supporters and patrons and people who have been donating this past year. And coming up, you can actually come to the club. Like, what? So we've got a concert here on Sunday, the 20th, 2 concerts actually, with Ellis Paul. So you all should become members so that you can come to the Ellis Paul shows, either the one at 5 p.m. or at, hey there.
Hello.
Someone's got something to say about this. Please.
Breaking in with an announcement. Well, it's just because
Please.
I'm not sure if you know this or not, Summer, but
Tell me.
Matt and I have been talking about how to continue with the open mic going forward. And we definitely want to keep it online because there's so many of you folks that we wouldn't be able to present if we went purely in person, but also that magic of being back in person. So we are talking about doing some weeks online and some weeks in the club. So if you are in the greater Boston area and you're interested in playing the open mic in the room, we are going to be planning one of those very shortly. So keep an eye out for that.
Yes, very good. Yeah, most of our stuff will continue to be hybrid for a while, but that is such an exciting idea to actually have an in-person open mic. It'll be amazing. So hopefully, I saw a couple people here backstage kind of get excited at that. So yeah, join our mailing list. We've got the weekly newsletter that goes out every Tuesday, so that you can stay up to date on things exactly like that, or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think that's most of our platforms. So, but follow us and you'll find out all the information on those kinds of things because they're coming quick. Like all these new exciting events, you can always check our website as well, passim.org, and see all the things that we're up to. It's a very exciting time. It feels like kind of like the new Renaissance. That's what it's feeling like to me. So, speaking of open micers, we've still got a few more here on our list tonight. So, right up next, we've got Brian Zedek. Are you out here, Brian? There you are. All right. How you doing out there? Oh, you are muted, Brian. Oh, yes. That's something we won't have to deal with when we go back to the club.
Thanks, Summer.
Yeah. All right. How you doing out there?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing really good. We've got some good stuff going on tonight. I'm so excited to hear you now.
Yeah, great show so far.
Yeah, seriously, solid. So why don't you go for it?
Thanks. I'm Brian Zudek, and I'd like to play a song for you that I wrote for my lovely wife, Joan, as a Valentine's Day gift. It is dedicated to all the physicists out there. It's called Falling In. And as I said to Albert Einstein, after he finally published his theory of relativity, it's about time. Pretty as a picture, doesn't quite seem to capture how I see you. Even though the first date was a bit of a disaster, you came back for 2. Falling in, falling in love with you. We walked hand in hand that afternoon in September till way past dark. Then we wandered around 'cause we couldn't remember where we had part. Falling in, I wish we could go back to yesterday, but Einstein says it don't work that way, and that's okay, 'cause I have you. The calendar tells me that was so long ago, but to me it's new. I treasure our past, but I can't wait to spend one more day with you. Falling in, falling in love with you. I wish we could go back to yesterday, but Einstein says it don't work that way, and that's okay, 'cause I have you. Falling in, falling in, I love you. This next song is one that I wrote about a railroad accident that happened in 1911, August 25th. A Lehigh Valley train traveling from Buffalo, New York to Philadelphia was in Manchester, New York, going over a body of water called the Canandaigua Outlet, and crossing the bridge. Some cars derailed and fell 60 feet into the riverbed below. I learned about this accident while researching my family tree, because one of the 29 people who were killed was my great-grandmother, Barbara Zudak. She was traveling with her daughter, Christine, to Baltimore to visit Christine's brother. Christine had a broken rib and was buried under a lot of rubble in the front of the car where it hit the ground, and her mother had injured her head. She was calling for Christine. This was in all the newspapers that witnesses said Barbara was calling for her daughter, Christine, and Christine couldn't answer because of the predicament that she was in. So, people theorized that Barbara passed not only from a head injury, but from the grief of believing that her daughter had perished. So the song's called Christine, or a Lehigh Valley Line. At the Buffalo Station, Philadelphia Express, stood the prettiest young lady in her very finest dress. Christine and her mother never rode a train before. They were off to see her brother in the town of Baltimore. Christine, can you hear me? Christine, please say you're fine. Christine, your mama's calling. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line. That Lehigh Valley engine shone as brightly as a star, with 2 big Pullman sleepers and a brand new dining car. They barreled into Rochester, arrived in record time, picked up 57 passengers and headed down the line. Christine, can you hear me? Christine, please say you're fine. Christine, your mama's calling. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line. The Canandaigua outlet isn't much more than a creek, and the bridge that runs across it was inspected just last week. But it only took one faulty rail to bring that engine down, and it seemed just like forever until they hit the ground. Christine, can you hear me? Christine, please say you're fine. Christine, your mama's calling. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line. The only people there who had seen that much death before was a gray-haired group of veterans who'd been in the Civil War. They came upon a weeping girl of 26 or 7. She seemed like she had lost her mind. She said, "Mama's gone to heaven." Christine, can you hear me? Christine, please say you're fine. Christine, your mama's calling. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line. All aboard the Lehigh Valley line.
Whoa, Brian.
Thank you, Summer.
Wow,
Thanks very much.
What a story.
Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you so much
The
for sharing
song kind of
that.
wrote itself, and I feel an obligation to tell it.
Yeah, well, I'm so grateful to be able to hear that story. It's just like, there's so much history like that in America, and for you to be able to find that out in your own family, that's really something.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, well, I'm so grateful that you were able to be here today after such a horrific accident. So
Thanks for letting me share it, Summer. I appreciate it.
Of course, that's what we're here for. So keep the songs coming. You've got some good things to share. So thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. See you next time. All right, folks, we've just got a few more at this point. It's really been such a solid night of different artists. Oh, now I'm consciously aware that I keep saying that word after Eric or somebody brought that up. But all in all, it really has been a super great night tonight. And a reminder, again, if you like what you've been hearing, you can go ahead and donate to Club Passim for a suggested $10 donation. Whatever you can do is much appreciated. We are also in the midst of our June campaign, Passim Prepares. So if you are willing or able to donate a little extra towards that or become a member, now is a really great time. We are currently at about 50% of our campaign goal. So help us reach 100% by the end of the month. We would be so grateful. But we still got a few more people tonight, so I'm not going to say all the little things there yet. Right now, we've got Rob Beretta. Are you there, Rob? There you are.
Hi, Summer.
Oh, hey there. Ooh, look at all those records on the wall.
Yeah, Matt and I have a competition going. He has me beat, but I try to angle it so it looks good. So.
I was told about that, actually, when you were brought up on the list. It was like, just note that he and Matt always talk about records, so I'm
Yeah,
not
I
surprised.
was excited to see how his record store day went, but I guess he was camping, so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to ask him next time, or
Right.
shoot him a message or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, nice to meet you.
it's quite an impressive collection that you both seem to have there. But I'm so curious to hear what you've got for us. So I'm just gonna hand the screen right on over to you.
Thank you very much. So this is a love song, or really more of a breakup song, scrambled up in immigration issues. I promised I loved her and showed her the money. 'Twas enough for the passage, but only for me. Then I kissed her and flew across the wide frozen sea. I would send for her soon as well. I would send for her soon as well. I told her I'd letters from friends who had made it here, bookbinders, shoemakers, the odd profiteer. For America's free, we can live without fear, and we'd only be split for a spell. We would only be split for a spell. Then I told her not to come, I did. I told her not to come, and she'll never forgive, but at least she can live without knowing what I'd kept her from. Though it's true that this land isn't what it once was, and I've surely lost sight of my dreams, she'll never suspect 'twas my heart to give pause, and that neither is now what we seem. Not the strange hallowed country or me. I wrote her of pain and the shame of rejection, the stares of the citizens' faces that shun. I told of the solace of feigned resignation, of whispers of anger and fright, whispers of anger and fright. But I didn't explain that my heart had stopped beating when I looked at her picture. The choirs wouldn't sing, that this distance I'd summoned had killed all the yearning and left me as cold as the night, left me as cold as the night. Then I told her not to come, I did. I told her not to come, and she'll never forgive, but at least she can live without knowing what I'd kept her from. Though it's true that this land isn't what it once was, and I've surely lost sight of my dream, she'll never suspect 'twas my heart to give pause, and that neither is now what we seem. Not the strange hallowed country or me. Centuries passed here before the alarms. This nation of promise would open her arms. But native resistance and real foreign harm will keep these arms close for a while. Will keep these arms close for a while. Now as one of the last souls to pass through this border, a symbol of your failed by new law and order, may the scarred land forgive that I'm slanderous toward her, for to keep my old love in denial, to keep my old love in denial. 'Cause I told her not to come, I did. I told her not to come, and she'll never forgive. But at least she can live without knowing what I'd kept her from. Though it's true that this land isn't what it once was, and I've surely lost sight of my dream, she'll never suspect 'twas my heart to give pause, and that neither is now what we seem. Not the strange hallowed country or me, not the strange hallowed country or me. This next one is lighter and faster and shorter. Just wrote this about waiting for summer. The season, not our host. It's called Shelter Island. We see it on the horizon, past the tall ship's skinny mast, as the ferry bobs and glides us in at last. So let's unpack, we made it back after one more crazy year, to those happy weeks where all worries disappear. Summer's come again, there's no more waiting, and we're trading in the pavement for the sand. Tell the winter goodbye, we're relocating to Shelter Island. Everyone needs a secret place to dream of better days, through the strung out months when we can't be castaways. Close my eyes and an osprey flies and lifts my spirit free, till I'm heading back out to where I'd rather be. Summer's come again, there's no more waiting, and we're trading in the pavement for the sand. Tell the winter goodbye, we're relocating Shelter Island. Shelter Island. With you, my love, life is full and grand, but we work so hard we can lose sight of everything we planned. Good friends, fun, and a world of sun should be what we're living for. Let's drop anchor in the harbor of our favorite shore. Summer's come again, there's no more waiting, and we're trading in the pavement for the sand. Tell the winter goodbye, we're relocating Shelter Isle, walking hand in hand. The summer's come again, there's no more waiting, and we're trading in the pavement for the sand. Tell the winter goodbye, we're relocating to Shelter Island. Shelter Island. To Shelter Isle, walking hand in hand.
Yeah! Nice stuff, Rob! That
Thank you,
sounded
Summer.
awesome! Yeah, that was great. I love both of those things. And the first song, yeah, that was touching. I feel like there's probably a lot of people who have that experience this past year and a half with like the whole like people not being able to find their lovers from across borders and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Complications.
yeah, and that second one, so good. So good.
Thank you very much.
Love it. Well, thank you so much.
Waiting for summer. We weren't waiting for you.
I know, I'm joking. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and I'm sure we'll hear from you again at some point, I hope.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks
right,
so much.
Rob, have a great rest of your night. Okay, folks, I think we might be possibly down to our last one. There might be a surprise guest at the end, but no promises. So before I go into the last person, before we experience that, I should say, just a reminder that you can make a donation for this open mic. $10 suggested donation, but whatever you want to make is greatly appreciated. We are in our June campaign, so if you want to become a member, now is a terrific time, which any time all year really is a good time, in my opinion. But this is really a good time this month. You can go to passim.org/support for that one if you want to become a member. But I'll give you all these little spiels. I think we're really here for the music right now. So I'm going to hand us over to who may be our last performer. But we'll see. Rick Anneman, are you out there? Rick, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Almost there. He's almost there. Not there yet. Almost to click the...
Nothing was gonna go wrong, and everything's gone wrong so far. And
only one thing. The odds are still in your favor, I think. Rick, how you doing out there?
Pretty good. Great to see you again.
Yeah.
Summer. I guess you've probably been jumping over in Egyptian pyramids lately, huh? Just like your Facebook page will demonstrate for everyone.
That was like 2017. I am so ready to be jumping through pyramids and foreign lands again. But yes, you know that. That's funny.
So I bet you haven't slowed down a bit. Anyway, it's great to see you again.
So good to see you too. Yeah, you got some stuff for us tonight, huh?
Okay, I'm going to do a couple of original songs this time. So let me unblemish my ears here. And, okay. So here's a tune. It's believe it or not, somewhat biographical, even autobiographical. It's about the greatest generation, as I believe Tom Brokaw from NBC News announced with his book there. So this is about my parents and also a little about me. So it goes like this. This is called Mama Played the Castanets. Took our places round the table. We spoke our piece when we were able. No cursing, swearing, no telling lies. Our manners searched by watchful eyes. Drink your milk and eat your peace. Cover mouth for cough and sneeze. All in all, life seemed to breeze with parents looking out for me. 'Twas in our hearts to dramatize all stories told by apple pie. But first you'd have to clean your plate, go up to bed while it got late. I said things to get attention. A veteran's war was never mentioned, external to our comprehension, when Papa made the cannons roar. The feeling there I can't describe. Imagine how to our surprise, the mother that we thought we knew was sure to make a fresh debut. She raised her arms into the air, her elegance beyond compare. No doubt she was a true brunette when Mama played the castanets. She weren't the kind to sympathize with dirty, rotten Axis spies. By dancing she could get her way, and soon the secrets they'd betray. It's just a matter of degree to bring those Germans to their knees. But talent's meant for Generalissimo went to Roomba at the USO. Enjoy life that's free, given here to you and me, living out our days of fun, peace to shine in everyone. Did you know in times gone by, people once were forced to die just to keep their honor high in the glory of the sun? They declared the war was over, so many lay beneath the clover. They put an end to all the shooting just to hear the babies booming. I hope to never claim the right to ever know what it was like when Mama played the castanets and Papa made the cannons roll. Enjoying life that's free, given here to you and me, living out our days of fun, peace to shine in everyone. Did you know those times gone by, or the people forced to die, still keeping their honor high in the glory of the sun, in the glory of the sun, in the glory of the sun, in the glory of the sun. Thank you. I've got a little song on the piano now I'll do for you. I love Boston, I love New England, gave me my opportunities to become somewhat of a professional musician, thanks to all the great ski areas and ski lodges that exist there. But this is one thing that New York has that New England doesn't have, and that's a park dedicated to John Lennon. And so here's my song, All Going Down to Strawberry Fields. We're all going down to strawberry fields our spirits to dance. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give love a chance. Can you feel it in the air? An emotion we all share. In essence, you can find it anywhere. Raining down from high above, like the notion you're in love. Coming down to people everywhere. We're all going down to strawberry fields, our hearts to romance. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give love a chance. Have you seen the angel grace shine within your wealthful place? Is it in your power alone to rise above? When life is on the run, there's a newness just begun. Healing longs to press to your embrace. We're all going down to strawberry fields with songs to enchant. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give love a chance. We take refuge in the midst of our purpose to exist, with a bond that draws us to the promised land. Blissful freedom down to roam in the goodness we have sown, ever mindful of our neighbors close at hand. We're all going down to strawberry fields, trusting at last. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give peace a chance. A tapestry of leather inside a scene is sewn. History is endless with strands forever thrown. A willow weeps fraternal, making people sigh. The wind is howling fury with tears you cannot hide. We're all going down to strawberry fields, our spirits to dance. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give love a chance. A melancholy deepens the vastness of your soul. Give yourself together, try to make it whole. Calm the insurrection, see the higher light. Dream your way to heaven in your waking light. They're all going down to strawberry fields with hearts to romance. All going down to strawberry fields to give love a chance. Take the hand of nature who wants to dream alone. A dream you dream together is one you're taking home. Give yourself a reason to wrestle from the past. Why hope to be deserving for what you've never asked? We're all going down to strawberry fields with spirits to dance. We're all going down to strawberry fields to give peace, to give love, to give peace a chance.
All right. Do you have? I don't know if you have your headphones, but.
Put 'em on.
Woohoo! Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick.
all right,
There you
yeah.
go.
So,
Right
thank you.
on.
You're a
Thank you
great
so
audience.
much. Yeah.
Great to be back.
great to be back virtually in New England there. Terrific.
All right, Rick. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll see you again. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and take care.
Okay, bye. Bye.
I think he almost called me Heather there, which is the #1 name people mistake me for. It's so strange. Maybe it was a past life name. Anywho, folks, we made it through this amazing virtual open mic. It's been such a pleasure. We've had such an amazing array of people performing tonight. And I just want to give a couple little reminders that you can make a donation to Club Passim for tonight's open mic. $10 suggested donation, but anything will do. I also want to give a huge thank you and bring on up our club manager, Abby Altman, who's been sitting backstage doing the tech stuff all night long. You folks, wherever you are, go ahead and just clap. Just do it.
Matt Smith could not be here tonight, but his record collection could, so he is also represented.
So basically, he's
here. His spirit is here.
Yeah, Abby, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I've been doing a little bit of multitasking, I have to admit. Just spiffing up our website because we have a few new shows that we have announced this week that are going to be in the club. So as Summer has mentioned, on Sunday, June 20th, we are going to have 2 members-only Ellis Paul shows at 5 and 8. Still streaming, so you can catch them even if you can't be in the room. On June 26th, we're going to have Lisa Bastoni with an EP release, having a show with Sean Staples, who helped produce the record and played on some of it. And then on July 4th, on that Sunday, we are going to have the Boston Celtic Music Fest, the summer edition, also from the club. All those are on sale to various members of levels of membership right now, and will eventually be on sale to the public. So I've just been over there, just amazing, just like watching some ticket sales come in and be like, oh, it's happening, guys. So I'm just thrilled that we're able to be in the room soon, and that we are able to continue to do the virtual stuff as well.
Right, exactly, because as we see, there's just so many amazing people streaming in from all over for something like this tonight, and it's been fun how we've had performers from open mics that then appear in campfires or discovery series, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to get them in the club. It seems pretty likely.
Well, because we've been virtual for like 14 or 15 months now, there are folks that we have, like, that Matt and I have relationships with, that we, because we presented them and we've seen them so many times over the past year, but we've never met them in person.
Right.
So it's going to be exciting to see how tall you all actually are.
Yeah, that's real. That's all.
What I think about.
I'm really looking forward to that actual eye contact where, like, I know we're both looking at each other's eyes. That's some stuff that I'm looking forward to. Even if
I think that's too much for me. I think I'm never making eye contact again.
Yeah, we'll just have to like wear little headbands that have little mirrors so you can like occasionally look at yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like we've all been used to.
Yeah.
I think that's the next thing on the market. Well, folks, everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. To all our performers, thank you for taking the time to share your talents with us. We've got some really good stuff tonight that very, touched the hearts and memorable. If you like what you heard, you can make a donation to Club Passim. You got the links and everything right there.
And those of you in the audience, if this inspired you to want to perform as well, you can sign up and do this. It doesn't cost anything, and there's no criteria other than being able to stream and being able to do it during our time zone. So you can go to passim.org/open mic. I just posted 2 of our open mics that will be happening in July, so now is a great time to hop on those if you want to perform for us.
Does that include the themed one? Is that out in the world yet?
The themed one is being cooked right now. It is not live yet.
Say anything.
Okay.
Not gonna say anything. Y'all just gotta stay tuned.
We're excited about it if you can't tell.
It's pretty exciting. You guys are going to like it. I think you're either going to like it or hate it.
Our themes have been going amazing. Our theme, so 1 week a month we have a themed open mic night. Last week we had our themed night because it is Pride Month, we had an LGBTQIA+ open mic, which was incredible. Last month we had one that was all non-English language songs, also incredible. We've done banjo night, we've done cello night, we're talking about a few other things. So exciting stuff. Stay tuned. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. And we will see you next Tuesday right here.
All right. Bye, everybody.